I will say this and nobody will believe me ever. It wasn't until I started on TikTok that I understood what marketing and social media lead generation was really.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so excited to continue to just learn. Auntie is learning from you. Thank you. I really was not scared to fail because at the end of the day, if it was really terrible, I just closed my account. The fact that I'm trying and I'm getting pushed down for trying is where you are failing in life. So you can take that negative comment, you can sit in your office and be sad about your job while I try again. You either build your own dream or someone will pay you to build theirs.
Maybe you can start with Japan, man. Yeah.
With Japan.
What the heck? Are you really actually burnt out? Because I see some of your TikTok, dude. Wow, you're like spamming.
Okay, so the thing is
You're a content generating machine, you know.
Thank you.
Like us. Yeah.
I love creating content. I feel like it's like, you know, as creative, right? You're creative, I'm creative. I think a creative toxic trait is that we always have to create.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we feel like we're very bored or what, you know, like, I mean, we have ideas all the time, right?
Either bored or like waste time. What am I doing with my time?
Right.
My life?
It's just like we have this feeling that we need to create. We have idea, but then how do we, you know, as an artist, how do we like start to express it, right? Because otherwise it's just stuck in our head, right?
Because I see that when I see all these like short TikToks of like, okay, I'm stressed out, I'm going to Japan, so one-way trip, right? And then you're going to like multiple places, like, wow, dude, it's like you are consciously taking your phone out to film, and then after that, probably at the end of the day, stitching it together, and then you still do voiceover and everything. It's actually quite a lot of work, you know.
But you have to remember, I'm actor, host, voiceover artist, content creator, and strategist, right? So like, if I remove the third one is voiceover artist, right? So like, so if I remove the rest, I'm just content creator. It feels so relaxing for me.
But you're utilizing all the skills into one.
I guess.
Maybe it's like so easy until
No, it's not easy. It's just like fun for me, right? If I don't have to deal with clients and I'm just creating what I want, you know, then it becomes fun.
Do you kind of like set how often do I need to post kind of thing?
So I have a goal of 1 a day, but sometimes I give myself a break. So I'm quite relentless sometimes. Especially with creating or like with like...
Which is like so ironic. Why? Because I am burnt out, but let me create one content a day in Japan.
I don't understand, right? When people, because usually I'm not just creating one content. I'm creating content, I'm having meeting with 4 clients, and then I'm scripting for all 4 clients, and then I'm organizing more meetings in the next few days. So I'm the generalist in my business. I do all the business stuff and I do all the invoicing. I do have a finance department of 1 person, but invoicing is still on me because like they don't know what I agreed with the client or, you know. So.
And you're still the talent.
And I'm also the talent. I'm the scripter. I'm the speaker. I'm the camera person. I am the editor. So I literally have to do that all the time. I'm sorry. My brain stopped braining already. So I literally don't stop working. So like when I burn out, right, it was because I really put too much on my plate and I really didn't know how to function. So when I left the country, it was like saying no to hosting because I can't host if I'm not there.
How long you left? Like 1 month?
Yeah, about there.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think maybe more like 3 weeks something. Because then I got a gig, then I felt better, ma. After I stopped doing the other things, I just did what I want to do, which is travel, discover new things, talk to new people. It gave me inspiration. And then, you know, fashion in Tokyo.
Walao.
You know, in Singapore, everybody wears Uniqlo, everybody wears Zara, everybody wears the city clothes. In Tokyo, they have local designers, they have, you know, a lot of fashion designers from Tokyo.
And they will support each other.
Well, yeah, you know, all those like huge department stores with all the local designers, very Japanese style, you know, it's when you look at it, you're like, it's a Japanese style.
A bit high street,
well, all sorts. Yeah. You have those like super kawaii Harajuku girls, right? You have like people that wear Uniqlo. I wore Uniqlo most of the time. Like if you followed my videos, you see I went to Uniqlo because I know I forgot to bring a bra. And then I'm like, bra tops, lifesaver. Yeah, so I just created what I felt like creating. If that day, and most of the days I was at home on my computer. Just writing things, journaling.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if you are an extroverted person, but for me, I did some personality tests. They told me that I'm an extroverted person, right? But I think it only applies when I'm trying to pursue my goals. But then when it comes to like hanging out with people, I'm just like, you know what, I just want to go home and do my own thing. Right?
So
probably.
I will say this and nobody will believe me ever.
Yeah.
But I'm an introvert.
What?
Yeah, I'm an introvert. But because of the job I chose, I have to, you know, when you're negotiating with clients, you're negotiating, you know, you have to be firm. You have to tell them why they should hire you, right? So you have that persona. Everybody has all the traits, right? Like Cait of all traits, but everybody has all the traits. But which one you use when is important to curate. And when I'm on my own, it's just nothing. I prefer. That's where I recuperate. So when people see me, they see me talking on the camera, which is, again, job for me. So, you know, extroverted personality comes up. You know, this is what I do. This is what I know. Here's what I'm sharing with you. If I'm talking to a client, hey guys, so yeah, what can I do for you? What's your goals, right? Scripting. It's on my own.
So you're taking the lead.
All the time, yeah.
Wow, from here, I'm like thinking about like multiple trains of thought really. Like first
thing
is like, how did you even like discover that you are burnout when you are so driven? Like I would consider myself pretty driven. I like to do my work, and during work time and during free time, I'm also doing my work, you know. But when is it, do you actually feel burnout? Like it's such a weird question, right? But
no, it's not. Right. You know how you said you like to do your work?
Yeah.
You love it, right?
Yeah.
Because you love what you do and you've chosen a path where you love what you do and you do what you love, correct?
Yeah.
When you stop loving doing it. When you stop loving what you do, that was when I felt, I was like, I'm making videos, but I don't like this anymore. Why? I'm talking to clients, but I don't like this anymore. I'm writing a script on my own, but I don't like this anymore. Something is wrong. And because I'm very introspective, I immediately just recognized it. And I was like, okay, once I finish all the commitments, you know how you negotiate with your body? You know, when you have a gig, say on the 8th of this month, and it's the 1st, you're like, okay, body.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in like spiritual things or whatever, you know. I just think like when you set your mind to it, and you aim for that date, you will not allow yourself to fall short until you hit the goal for yourself. So the power of the mind, I feel like, is a very important thing. And very like
work expands to fill the time.
What do you mean?
Like for example, you're on the 1st and then your gig's on the 8th, right? Your work will take 8 days.
Oh no, I had work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I know the last gig was on the 8th. I just said, you got to do this because you already said yes and you cannot give less than your best. So then your mind just goes, all right, we are on overdrive, but after the 8th, you are free. On the 9th, I felt sick, and I was sick for the whole month. I could not stop coughing. I cannot breathe properly. My head was a mess. I was sick. But you're a business owner. You're a freelancer. Anyone that works for themselves will know that you cannot simply say yes to a client and then not show up.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be reliable. And that's why I love working with freelancers, because they cannot just call MC. We don't just call MC. You, unless dead, dying, or you show up, right?
Yeah.
It's the ethos.
The last time we met was like...
Yeah, on TikTok. The first time we ever met, you were DJing.
Was it like...
And I was hosting for TikTok for the first time.
Was it like last year, right?
December.
Yeah. Actually, I thought like we met like quite recently, but actually it's quite long already, more than 6 months. Yeah,
true.
Yeah. Maybe your TikTok just keep coming up. That's why
just like
I thought parasocial relationship.
I'm just like kacau you without you knowing. It's like, why will she just not disappear?
Yeah, that's my goal also. Every day post content.
But I create one a day, right? Because I was starting out on TikTok, and I wanted to understand this thing that people, this very elusive thing people call the algorithm.
Yep.
And you want to know what I learned? Every creator out there that's telling you they know the algorithm just wants you to save the video, like and comment and share. I've tried it. I've tried it many times because I'm a deep diver. Right. So I like to deep dive into things.
Give you some info, then you experiment.
Well, yeah, I want to try.
Yeah.
Because I can't be like, you know, and it's not to say that it doesn't work. Something else worked, right? Yeah. Authenticity works, right? But like, all this like, oh, you post at this time, it's all logical, right? You post at 3 p.m, people are working. But actually people take breaks and then you show up on the FYP. So it still works. But like, yes, you post just before 10 o'clock. Everybody on their way to work scrolling what? Of course they will see. But you know something I learned? And for anyone that's on TikTok, weekends are the worst time. Because nobody's scrolling on their phone. Everybody's going out with their friends, you know?
Yeah.
So that's something I learned. But yeah, after 6, sure. But if you're relying on the algorithm to create content, you're doing it wrong. You need to create content that's worth watching. Not trying to trump the algorithm. It's like a cop-out. I think it's such bullshit, like, advice. It works, but only to a certain extent.
Like what Mr. B say, right? Instead of saying the algorithm, right, you substitute the word algorithm with human beings. So how do you please the people watching, the viewers?
Yes, it's not about you anymore. You're like, you know, your content needs to be interesting. Sometimes I try new things, I try different things. And that's why it's very on brand, I guess, Cait of all trades. I don't have like one niche or topic. Yeah, I just call myself a professional explainer of things because that's literally my job. I'm a professional explainer of things, right?
Tell people this McDonald's burger.
Yeah, or like, you know, literally companies will come to me and ask me to explain in a video about their company so that they can send it to their B2B clients, you know, like they're like, this is what we do and let's get this girl to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Presenter, right? So that's exactly what I do.
And I think it's especially important for people our age to deep dive into TikTok, right? Because we are not like born with this technology. Unlike the Gen Z, you know, for them it's like they don't even need to learn about the algorithm and they really figure out the kind of style and vibe to put out there.
But I think it's also a certain demographic, right? Like we attract like-minded people, right? Because when you're scrolling through TikTok, it's like, oh, I don't like this. I mean, if someone was dancing on TikTok, I'd be like,
it's very fast scrolling.
Right? Yeah. But it's not like, it's not good. It's just that it's not what I want to watch. And there's just so much content that I can scroll until I'm like, oh, Hank Green. Oh, I like him a lot. He has information on biology.
Man,
Hank Green, John Green. Oh my gosh, so good.
Dude.
Like, and then once I started...
He's also a professional explainer, right?
Yes, exactly. I'm quickly... Exactly, that's what I'm saying, right? Professional explainer of things caught my attention because I'm also a professional explainer of things. You know.
At first I thought he's some like scientist or what, but he's just
biologist, right?
Yeah, he can explain everything.
It's like when you're curious, right? Yeah. Like you just deep dive, and I deep dive a lot. So like I told you, introvert, right? So in my free time, I'm actually researching something. Then sometimes I'll research which I'm like, oh my gosh, is it? Then I'll take that thing that has piqued my interest and I deep dive and I go to Chat GPT and I go to like journals and I read the entire journal and then I like try to condense it. And then I'm like, oh, now I understand. Now I, a complete noob on the matter, suddenly understood this really deep topic.
Yeah.
If I can explain this to a 5-year-old, I can explain this on TikTok.
It's content really.
Right, that's exactly what I do. I'm like just taking my own curiosity and sharing the random information that I just received. You know, that I just deep dived, I guess.
One thing that a lot of I'm looking at a musician's point of view because that's
you know I'm a musician too, right?
Yeah, you are actress also. I see your
like so many things.
Dude,
it's confusing.
You should name right what you are not because you're like everything
I am not. I cannot drive.
Zookeeper.
Oh yeah, I'm not a zookeeper. I don't. I don't like dogs.
Huh?
I know who doesn't like dogs.
Are you a cat person?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. My favorite people are also cat people.
Okay. But aren't cats like very like self-centered? They only care about themselves. Whereas dog care about you.
Well, I see it as cats are very self-assured. Dogs need attention. So like, you know, when you like something, you know, the perspective becomes favorable. And when you don't like something, the perspective becomes negative, right? So to me, dogs, why you cannot go and pee and poo yourself? The cat can do it. Then all I have to do is like scoop the pee, scoop the poop. And then it always sits there quietly, not yapping. Like when I eat food, they just sit there and look up and go, I don't give, then they walk away.
So you're like a more zen person. Yeah. And you don't need to walk your cat.
Exactly. In fact, you shouldn't because then they'll get butt worms.
What the hell?
Can I say that? I can.
What's that?
You really don't. But I don't know. Like when they sit on the grass, then you have to deworm them. Something like that.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we digress.
Before this like segue, right, I was just having this train of thought, right? Like as a musician, right, like many musicians, right, all we think about is, oh, music is my identity because I'm a musician. So all I can post is about music. You know, so they are like so locked in on that, right? That their social media cannot be about anything else. You know? And I feel that that's not really the way to go, because
I think that's possible.
Because I think 99% of the time music doesn't sell itself in today's day and age,
I don't think so. I think the right content will help the right people find the right musician. Yeah, it's just getting that content out or getting that music out there. You know, and you know, there was this, remember there were these reels that were going viral, or like it was trending. Okay, it was trending. There were these reels that were trending of artists saying, these days you can't just be a painter.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be a content creator as well. As if content creation is such a bad thing. But as content creators, we know it's lead generation. If you think about it from a business perspective. And it's not just about like, I'm a musician, this is the music I play. It's like, how do I connect what is inside my head with how people feel? Right? And to find that audience is the same as finding, I guess, so cliche, but a needle in a haystack, right? Like, I mean, there are like 8 billion people on this earth. And a lot of them don't have social media. And the ones that do have their own preferences. How do we target and how do we reach the people that will like our music? I mean, I think that's the problem that musicians need to solve. From a strategic place, you know.
As a musician, I think most musicians don't believe that they have to solve this problem. I think they believe that music is the only problem they need to solve. I just need to compose, you know. But that's where I disagree. I feel like right now, as a musician, you have to content create, you have to like go out and like do PR and everything, you know, put yourself out there in order to stand a chance when everybody else is doing that, you know. And if you're just doing music full stop, right, unless you're some genius, right, I think it's pretty hard to get booked or whatever.
I think the key here would probably be people cannot hire you if they don't know you exist. Right? Yeah.
That's why. So, lor. Oh yeah, it reminds me of, this, I subscribed to masterclass during COVID.
Oh, is it good? I've been thinking about it actually.
Wow.
Because there are a lot of like very good actors there, like Meryl Streep is on there, and I love Meryl Streep. She's a really good actor.
But I feel like YouTube, right, is so good, right, that so many creators are putting out this kind of advice for free, but you just want to hear it from the person, you know. So it's actually the same message, but it's just spoken by the source, basically.
Well, I don't think we should put a price on like how much we're willing to pay for education, right?
Sure.
Like you can still go to masterclass and still watch a free video on YouTube.
Yeah. You can pay 1 month and then you can watch infinite videos and you see whether you like it or not. But basically I purchased it for like a couple of months during COVID. And then I watched this Anna Wintour one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So she's saying that, right, like Tom Ford, right, he's the designer, right? So his focus is on design. He can't possibly be splitting his mind on the business side, you know? So that's why he has a business partner, right? That they were both from Chanel, then they left to go and build Tom Ford.
Yes.
Yeah, so for us, right, we are doing everything, you know, and you are like, you're multiple talents and the business side for each individual talent. For me, I'm just like DJ plus my business side for the DJing side.
It's not just, okay? It's not just, you're not just a DJ.
I'm DJ and then the business side for the DJing.
But there's a lot of things also. The business side is a lot of things.
A, B, C, D, E, and then plus the business side for the A, B, C, D, E.
But you don't realize this, all the common denominator of everything that I do is that I use my voice. Right? So actor also use voice, use interpretation of text. Voiceover artists also have to interpret the text. Anyone can have a nice voice and read off the script, right?
Right.
But you have to know phrasing, you have to understand emphasis, you have to understand inflections and all of these things that differentiates a person that does a commercial for a small stall for their TV or for an international commercial. And the international commercials with the rollovers and the loadings in multiple countries is the one that you want to get. But in order to get there, you need to take your craft from just reading from a script to just reading from a script with inflections and feeling.
Wow, can be voice clip already, yeah.
No, but you understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So like, I love it when artists or musicians are just like, this is all I do. I want to manage them if they are good. Because I used to manage a French performer and I got him from here to here. And a lot of people always ask me things like, why are you so confident? It's because I do when I'm scared. When I don't know what to do, I just do. And then from there, somehow the doors keep opening. So the key takeaway for me, years later, is that even if you are scared, you should just do.
Yep.
Because it could fail, or it could succeed, or it could lead somewhere else. And I'm not gonna say like, it may come off as cocky or like, all that, I don't know, unhumble or what. But like, the thing is, at the end of the day, I know that if I fail, I will just stand up and try again. And you can make fun of me all you want. Haha, she sucks, she failed. I'm like, sure. I don't see you trying. And the fact that I'm trying and I'm getting pushed down for trying is where you are failing in life. So you can take that negative comment and you can sit in your office and be sad about your job while I try again. Oh my god.
No, but then the thing is, this is a very good reference, right? Because there's one big YouTuber called Mark Rober. He's like a NASA scientist, right? And then he said that, right, you creating content or doing anything in life, right, you should treat it as playing a game of Super Mario. Because you die, you try again, you die, you try again, then you get better and better. You know
when you say die twice, you cannot say that word on TikTok, right?
Oh,
you have to say unalive, right? So like when you say, I'm like, I jump a little bit because I like had to make sure I don't get like...
Oh my god, damn. You are one with the algorithm.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been creating too much on TikTok.
Unalive,
yeah. It's very cute actually.
Okay, so what other keywords we cannot say on TikTok?
But before we digress, no, he's absolutely right. You know what marketing people do when they put out Google ads, right?
A/B testing,
Why they can try, we cannot try? It's still a lead generation platform.
Yeah. You fail, also lead.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as bad marketing? Or everything is good marketing?
Some bad marketing also gets seen.
Yeah.
They go viral because it's like so bad.
Yeah. Which brings me back, right, to this topic, right? There's this girl, right? She will purposely put two tracks that sound horrible together. And then it's like, oh my god, this sounds so good. And then she did it for 1 month. And then people flame her like, hey, bro, you suck, man. You can't DJ. Then a lot of people follow to see what's next, right? Then she amassed like 400,000. Then after 1 month later, she's like, fuck you guys. Actually, I can DJ for real. Then everybody like, oh! Dude.
I think that is a genius strategy. Because at the end of the day, it's a business strategy, man.
Yeah, that's why.
She strategized it in a way that played in her favor.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's why I feel like in this generation, right, the Gen Z they are actually okay to take this kind of criticism. Because whatever it is, it's still a win for them,
I mean, I'm learning from them all the time. Yeah. They are just so... I don't know how you say it. They're so garang. Main character energy. I'm like, Gen Zs, if you're watching, I'm learning from you. Auntie is learning from you. Thank you.
Yeah, because like, especially our forefathers, right? Our previous generation.
Just say it like the boomers.
They're very... we are what?
We are millennial, right?
Before us is X, right?
X.
Then boomers, right?
Yeah.
So I think
but
X
our parents are boomers, right?
Is it?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know actually. So before us, right, they are very like reputation, guard my reputation.
Yeah. That's so detrimental. They don't understand.
Yeah. So is that gonna like make a failure out of your business if you are too scared in this sense? Like for example, like big companies, they cannot do like viral marketing. Like for example, the recent case of like Ryan Reynolds versus Marvel Entertainment. Marvel is like so want to protect their
I don't know about this. You have to like film it in a minute.
They are very protective of their franchise, so they don't really want to like release Deadpool because don't really have good good reviews from the fans. But Ryan Reynolds, I believed in it for like 11 years, right? So he do bootleg marketing on his own YouTube channel and it start to amass like fan attention, right? Then Marvel was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do it because of like how much attention he gained. So he literally just wear a Deadpool suit, right? Then go to David Beckham's house and annoy him, and that's the ad. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is genius, man.
Yeah.
He's a freaking marketing business strategy genius.
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking like, is there like such thing as like bad marketing or like all marketing is actually good marketing. There's no.
You know what? Let me just tell you, I think people try lah, and people should always try. You shouldn't be afraid to try, right? But sometimes clients, I swear to God.
Yeah, give us some client stories, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because we got like a lot of creatives that's watching this podcast, right? That they also want to know like, okay, how do you deal with difficult clients and, you know, the very traditional ones? They can adapt to the marketing.
You don't work with them.
Ooh.
You don't work with them. Only because you are not...
They will shove their values down your throat.
Well, you're not a mouthpiece, right? And if you are a mouthpiece for this type of thing, then you are not a brand. And if you are not a brand, what are you doing on social media?
You recently posted something about executor versus... Like you don't do what simply they tell you. You are here to fill up a missing gap in their knowledge.
Or like a blind spot. Or consultant versus an executor.
Yeah.
I mean, I still execute, but like, they are literally, I mean, my dad told me, you either build your own dream or someone will pay you to build theirs. So that's what I mean by executor or consultant, right? Because if they want you to add value to their company and they pay you to add value to their company, they can't breathe down your neck and say, this is what we need. Right? They can say this is the brief, but then if I tell you like, okay, this is not going to work for me, my audience will not believe me if I said that line. Usually it's something specific, like they want you to say it in the perfect sentence structure. But then every word in that sentence, it's like not a way you would speak.
Yeah.
And if we price authenticity, that will not fly. And I will just tell the client like, this is not going to work for me. Like it just will not work for me. Yeah. People will not believe it. And if they say no, I don't want to work with them because I want my audience to trust me and I want to be honest with my audience, right? But when the client doesn't allow you to have that connection with the audience that's authentic, then they're not actually hiring to do what they want. Then they're not actually hiring you.
Yeah.
For the right reason. Let me just, I got distracted. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the client is hiring you to do this type of thing, right, to just say the words that they script, right, then you are a mouthpiece. You are just a broadcasting channel for them. But that also means that you have reduced engagement because people know this is an ad, right? You might as well tell them it's an ad. They'll be happy for you that you got paid. If they really like you, if they really support you as a creator, they'd be happy. Like a lot of my followers will be like, hey, congratulations on the paid ad. Because I tell them.
Yeah. So you are not just simply a mouthpiece for a brand, but you are also a real person and you also have your own following and you're building like a brand and legacy.
Well, yeah, it's a community, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you are nobody if nobody follow you. So you need to provide value, right? Yeah. It's not about, oh, look at this, I did this, I have that, right? Yeah. Which is sometimes the case. People like to enjoy someone enjoying themselves, right?
Yeah.
But there is a market for that. I'm just not that market.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I think it's great. I love watching influencers with aesthetic videos. I can sit there for hours just scrolling.
Those faceless vlogs, oh my god.
Or even just them like carrying a new bag. I'm looking at their outfit. I'm like, ooh, I really like that, you know, the nails that she got, you know. Or like, oh wow, this guy can lift so heavy weights. Or, you know, like just really aesthetic shots or whatever, right? Yeah, or just a person DJing, you know, or playing some really rad music. I said rad like I'm a freaking boomer.
But basically find your niche lah.
I mean, find what you like but don't go... I mean, find your niche, yes, but like, don't stray too far from who you are.
Right.
You know, don't become a people pleaser. I mean, I'm a recovered people pleaser, so I understand.
Going back to the Anna Wintour point, right, where she said that it's best if you're a creative, you focus on creative, you're a business person, you focus on business, right? And then we are trying to do both, right? How can someone like attain what we are doing, you know? Being able to juggle both.
Fingers in all the pies.
Yeah, without going crazy, you know.
Have ADHD. Yeah.
Definitely helps.
Yeah. I love it. And I'm trying to gather enough information so I can like tell people about it. But I haven't released it yet on my TikTok.
Are you the kind that when you edit the video, then you need to have another video on at the side?
No, for what?
For ADHD?
No lah. But does it work? Does it work? How does it work?
She need to watch YouTube while editing the video.
Oh no! But when I watch like videos, I have to like play game. But no, those match 3 game, you know. Then, what happened? Okay. Oh, then the boring part. Then like.
Right. So basically, it's just out of like pure need of stimulation. That's why you are able to like do both sides of because it's very like they say, right? Very left brain and very right brain is like not the same thing, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's because it's my father's fault lah. It's my dad's fault. Appa, if you're watching this,
is it
probably isn't lah. But he told me only do things you love.
But you love everything.
Exactly.
Oh, how like that?
Exactly. Also the thing is, the more I learn about things, the craft of things, that's what makes me very excited. That's why people always ask me, how come you know so much? First of all, I had time. Do you know how old I am? Second of all, how come you can do so much? You know how I am. Yeah. Secondly, like, I'm just really interested. So while people are chilling, doing nothing, right, I'm like scrolling, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I find a topic that I'm really interested in, I'm like, hyper-focus, right? We hyper-focus, right? So when you DJ, you're like, in it for like hours, right? And then you forget to eat and everything. I hyper-focus on research. I don't know why or how. Yeah.
Just like you know stuff lah. But for myself, right, when I got into the business side of music, right?
Yeah.
What I was thinking was I really want to have more control over my own life. Because if I'm just a musician, I'm just a DJ, right? I'm basically getting booked, right? Based on whether people like me or not. So it's like I feel like my life is out of my control, right? But if I'm handling the business side of things, right, I kind of like retain some of the control. So it kind of brings a little bit more certainty in a very uncertain life, like musicianship lah.
Yeah.
So for yourself, the other time you were telling me about, I think at first you had a day job and then you did this at the side or something, right? And then eventually,
what do you mean?
All your other stuff like your MC, voiceover and everything. Did you actually go and pursue like a day job while doing all this? I have
never had a day job.
No, never.
Never in my life. My first job was, I had a day job. It was called Disneyland. I used to perform at Disneyland for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And then after that, I left because one of my friends turned 31. I was 22 at this time. One of my friends turned 31 and she was a princess for 12 years. But at the age of 31, the office, they called her into the office and they were like, you can't be a princess anymore. We're putting you in admin.
Whoa.
It's like, imagine if you work for a music company, then they're like, sorry, you cannot DJ anymore because of the way you look.
Yeah.
Go to the office.
Yeah.
You're now an admin staff. She was bawling her eyes out. And young me looking at her, I was just like, I don't want to be like her. So I left. Everybody thought I was crazy because like, who the hell would leave a Disneyland stable job, 6K income every month?
Damn, at 22.
3 shows a day, half an hour shows. Who the hell didn't want that, right?
Whoa.
And it wasn't that I was entitled, but I just realized there was more that I could learn and I don't want to spend 12 years playing the same character, 3 shows a day for 12 years, only to be told that I cannot perform here because I'm too old. What character are you playing in Disney? I was a character that was created for their main stage show. And she was basically the host. She sang, danced, and hung out with the Fab Five, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fab which Five. Is Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and what's the last one? I don't remember. Maybe Fab Four, I don't know.
Fab Five is like one of the old funk, jazz.
Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and... No, it's just them. Pluto, Fab Five.
Yeah.
I give everything back to the Disney University. You know, I had 9 hours of Disney University. They teach you how to point. They teach you where to go. They teach you how to behave.
Like Usher.
And they even teach you a Disney smile.
Oh, Disney? What?
Yeah, you smile from your eyes.
Oh, like smiles.
Like proper smile. Yeah. It's like genuine, you know.
On brand.
Yeah, it's on brand. Like they are super strict with their branding.
But I mean, look at where Disney is at now. They literally own everything. They own Marvel also.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So it's like, it's ever growing.
No, what we learn is branding is very important. Personal brand is very important. I strategize this I teach companies personal branding as well because there are a lot of like people that want to go on to social media and so, of course, I I teach them how to brand themselves personally, and then also like how to strategize their content.
Yeah. So back to the conversation back then, right? You were telling me that this is the full-time job, and then after that you left and then you did all your freelancing, right? And then it's the best time you had in your life.
Yeah.
Because you literally can plan your own leave.
Yeah.
Which job will give you like 1 month holiday?
Yeah, okay, so about that, right?
Yeah.
You also don't stop working.
Yeah.
It's your baby. You just don't stop working, right?
Because
you also have this business,
brand,
right?
Yeah.
Right? If anyone needs to speak to the manager, you are the manager.
You're HR, you're
everything. You're everything. If someone needs you to invoice, you know? But it is only through the hardship that you learn what? Right, not? Resilience, hardship, all this age-old bullshit, you know, that you're like, so cliche. It's actually true, habits, building good habits.
You have to literally figure out everything from A to Z. From the talent, from the craft, from the business, the admin.
But if you don't stop, you learn along the way.
Yeah.
You gain experience, right? You don't need to go to school for this stuff.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So with the invention of AI, right, where people can just like blast out one essay within like 3 seconds, right? Is there even need for school already? Where you can literally like cheat in all the tests, you know? So unless I think it's like very specialized, like you're studying for medicine or whatever, right? I think marketing, all this kind of thing, you can actually learn in real life.
Well, I think you can see if it works or not, right?
Right. Well, it's very evident, right? The numbers.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I think you should just try. It wasn't until I started on TikTok that I understood what marketing and social media lead generation was, really.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so excited to continue to just learn. It's more like learning, right? And I really, really was not scared to fail, because at the end of the day, if it was really terrible, I just close my account. But yeah.
Yeah, but even we say that freelancing is definitely full of challenges, up and down. We literally have to handle from A to Z, right? But I think we can structure and schedule our work in such a way that we have an abundance of free time to pursue stuff that we want to pursue. Like we literally can schedule, okay, all the work from January to September, I work maximum. And then from September to December, I can do whatever I want. I can go out there, get inspired to come back next year stronger.
But then that's why I burn out lah.
That's why I guess so.
Because it's like, how much do you need to make to not work for 6 months?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing also. Yeah. You have to like budget very prudently, I would say.
Yeah.
Everything is on you, lor.
Yeah, but I mean, I think everybody is the same one. Everybody with
honestly, it's not for everybody, you know. Because
100%.
Because I work in day job before, right? And I see certain people.
What do you do?
I work in like some administrative.
Oh, okay, wow.
And then I can see that some people, right, they can only do things when they're being told. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's like proactivity, right? Some people are just not proactive. They don't have initiative because they are scared. And I think it's actually our government's doing. It's our government's doing.
Embedded into the education system, right?
Yeah, so much so that people like us who fall along the wayside, as they call us, right? We fall along the wayside.
Yeah, we cannot be accepted by any company because we are not a carbon copy.
Yeah.
We are not NPC.
Yeah. The moment we so much as say, I actually don't think this is gonna work.
Wow, jialat already.
You're not paid to figure this out. You're paid to do, okay, I quit. Like, oh wow, say want to quit. Hello, boomers, you don't understand. You're phasing out because technology is coming in and we are the generation of technology. And then Gen Zs are super good and they add value to all our companies because they were born in technology. They know things we don't know.
Yeah.
So learning from the next generation is like very exciting for me. I want to hire a Gen Z. Okay, if you're a Gen Z and you want to sass back your employer and you are good at social media and you are good at, I don't know, being proactive and backsassing lah. I like you to be sassy.
And,
I like you to tell me, sorry,
rules.
I don't want to come into work. I'm taking a mental health day. I'm like, okay, just get the work done. I don't care where you work from.
Yeah.
Please contact me.
Because Netflix also has this like company. Well, what is that called? Company culture. 164-page company culture PDF that they publish online for everybody to see.
What? I didn't know that. What's the key? Did you read it?
Yeah. So I actually read quite a lot of it. And basically they say that we don't have days off. So there's no annual leave or whatever. Just work whenever you want.
Yeah.
But I tell you to finish this by this date, you need to finish it.
100%.
That's it. Yeah.
I just need you to do this by this date. I don't care if you do it in the US or Korea. Just do the calculation of the time difference, and then I want it there at this time and this date, and I really don't care where you are.
The second one most eye-catching, right, and that I remember it the most, right, is when we are working, right, we are not family. We are teammates. You know, I don't owe you anything, you don't owe me anything. This is work, you know, we are not a family.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like, I'm gonna get some hate for this, but
I thought we were like past the point already.
No, I don't know about your audience. Like, I don't know your audience, so like, I don't know what kind of audience will whether or not they will hate this or like this. Oof, they're gonna hate everything I say. I really like working with family, because I know them, I trust them. And then at the end of the day, we can just go and makan. Like, I'm starting a business with my best friend's wife. They're considered family. And we always have this clear boundary, right? We are friends first. And then business next. And then, I just got off the phone with her actually, you know, and we have this code word, basically sage the space, where you clear the air. You know? Not that I sage the space but it was a uncommon word You basically, we don't use it. Like if we get into something that we cannot resolve, we're like, okay, wait, let's sage the space. Then if someone says that, then we all just have to be like, okay, we just let this go for now. So we state like these conditions. And so at the end of the year, so I'm going to go to the US for 2 months to build this business. And then I'm going to go to Melbourne to meet with them to continue building this business.
Now going?
At the end of the year, I'm planning to go.
Oh.
So I plan 2 months in the US and then 2 months at the end of the year.
Damn, how much do you need to earn in order to not work for 6 months, man? Crazy, is that?
I wanna earn more so I don't, you know.
So you can roll over to next year.
Well, forever maybe, hopefully, because like I want to take care of my family. You know, like we all make money to take care of our family, right? I don't have children, so I want to take care of the rest of my family. And they are going to have children. We now know how expensive Singapore is. And, you know, I always say I want to be rich, childless auntie. Which is fine. Auntie. Yeah, cat auntie. But like, I don't care. Like, call me spinster, whatever. I don't know what people are going to say. I don't know why they always have this thing to say about women.
Gen Z will introduce a new word soon.
I mean...
Unalive.
No, it's usually not the Gen Z. They are very, very, like... Gen Z are super cool, like millennials. Sorry, millennial Gen Z. Yes, I really think we are super cool. No, but we don't care, right? We just like, okay, deadline, you finish, I don't care, right? But then it's the previous generation that always has something to like micromanage about us, right? Because they don't trust us. And that's why I only work with family and very close friends who are also people I consider family. So if you work for me, you can say, I don't want to be your family lah. I don't mind. I'm never offended. I don't know why I'm never offended.
Never offended to be someone's family or not be someone's family? Or like
to be told, I don't want to do this or I don't want to be family. I'm like, okay lor. You know, I just...
So basically just get the work done, you know.
Or like commenters saying negative things. I'm like, okay lor.
Yeah. We're done with that shit already. We got so many other things to do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Voiceover, actress. I cannot even read the whole thing, yeah. That's a lot, seriously. Yeah.
But what do you do? Actually, what is the topic of this podcast?
We are just basically going through usually
because we never even say, hey guys.
No.
You don't Okay,
it's like a smooth conversation. So like I told you earlier, it started out with just DJs, a bunch of DJs talking about DJing stuff, but it got a little bit too niche already. And then this is like my 73rd episode already. 73rd episode. So it's like it's just getting so boring for me, you know. So I really want to like talk to more people within the entertainment sector and then skill share, learn from them, learn from their experiences.
That's the best way.
Dude, I do this podcast like the after podcast talk is the best, man. Oh my god. Like I learned so many things that I don't even know whether I should know. Yeah, it's like
it's amazing.
Yeah,
this is why I love stories, right? Wherever I go around the world, I'm always like someone will come up and talk to me, then I ask them what they do, where they're from, you know, like Where are they going? Why? I love all these things because then you can share perspective and you can absorb perspective. By osmosis, learn a little bit about this person.
When I was younger, right, I always believed like a certain thing it should be done a certain way. But after talking to like 70 people, right, then I realized, hey, shit, this guy is also right, yeah. This guy is also right, yeah. It's because they grew up this way and then they were in this social circle. That's why it's right for them. And then I'm like, wow, shit. Then now I'm like not sure, yeah. It's like the more you find out, the more you
learn, the less you know. That's really true, right? The more you learn, the less you know. But also at the same time, you realize that everybody can be right without having to agree.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Correct.
And also when people say, oh, that's so weird, I'm like, is it?
Yeah.
Because I've met a lot of people like that, and they're okay.
Bringing it back to like, all marketing is good marketing, right? If you don't like something, right, just don't comment so they don't get the engagement, then you won't spread further.
Yeah, actually. But hey, don't tell people that lah. Then shit. They will not comment lah. Commenting is good for us, Yeah. It creates engagement for us,
Yeah, hey, but this is like...
Please, if you hate it, just comment Sucks. Okay, fine. I will accept it. Thank you for engagement.
We accept it with 2 hands. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Arms wide open. But
I'll even respond to you. I'll be like, why? Then they will respond.
Please elaborate.
Yeah. That's a strategy. But why you have to give it away, yeah?
I mean, our channel too charitable already.
Alamak.
Yeah. But that really is the thing that I've learned now. Maybe I'm just old and older, and I like, firstly, don't give a fuck. Secondly, I'm more chill already as compared to when I was younger. So like, I kind of have all these like perspectives lah. Yeah, and then another thing, right, is that I tried to ask some of my friends, right, to do content creation and vlogging, right. It's like very difficult for them to do it. Like, like for us, right, when we vlog, right, it's like, okay, there's a lot of people around us, we can just vlog ourselves and then, we just zone out, right? Does it require a conscious effort for you to do vlogging, or is like autopilot already for you at this point?
Autopilot. No, but I think about it. I really take pride in my work. I love it because my dad also... My dad is such a great influence.
Say you like...
No, my dad... No, why? Why? They don't pay your rent. They don't know you. Yeah. They walk by you and that is the extent of your interaction.
They judge you for 5 seconds, that's it. They don't even
Why we
you.
care?
Yeah.
Why? It's so ridiculous. If we cared about what everybody says, every single person that meets you will have a different opinion about you.
Yeah.
Every single person. I meet you now, I talk to your girlfriend, I go downstairs, I buy a drink. Every single person will look at me and think something completely different from every single other person that sees me or speaks to me or interacts with me. Not to mention, I might be in a good mood, a bad mood, I have my period. I mean, you don't know, I have a different personality every time I'm hormonal. Like, you meet me on a good day, bad day, different.
Yeah.
So why do you care? So just the metric is don't hurt someone else.
Yeah.
And it's not like I haven't hurt people before. I'm not perfect, but I'm saying like, we try. And then sometimes we are so hurt that we accidentally hurt other people. That's also something. Just live, let live, and like, don't care about what people think. Main character energy. The Gen Zs have it right.
You need to embody this energy in order to start vlogging and putting out content, because that really is the only way in this time and age. If not, you will not be seen.
But why you care about what people think about you?
There's actually more people that actually very, very care about what people think. That's the reason why they are not putting out as much content than they actually can lah. Yeah, that's actually something that I noticed. I don't know if you notice this kind of behavior. It's actually quite common, especially in Asian country.
It is, yeah. In Japan, they were like, no video. So I just video the food or I just video myself against the wall.
Yeah. So I think for those people that wanna like put out music or
just do it.
Yeah, just do it, man.
Just do it.
Do whatever you need to do to get your shit out there, because nobody is paying your bloody rent.
Everything you do that's not paid is business development.
You can view it that way, yeah. That's
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
give you the motivation to like...
Yes, I mean, for some of us it's like an artistic sort of expression, right? Which is also valid, because it's very nice to watch someone just completely immersed in their art. Not aware of their surroundings. That's beautiful to watch.
Talking about TikTok, is it more relevant now than ever? Because like, I think the TikTok US ban is just around the corner, right? They are like about to sign the bill. But then the thing is, I think maybe Joe Biden stepped down already lah. So now Trump, we also don't know what he's gonna do, right? With the TikTok. So will it affect how you create on TikTok if it's no longer in the US? Or are you gonna like focus more on like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Stories?
So I always say to these questions, I'll cross the bridge when I arrive there. Because we can worry about something and then the bad thing never happens. And then you just wasted that time between now and the bad thing not happening. With worry and anxiety. When you can just be grateful that you're alive, keep on your trajectory, and when the bad thing happens, then you're like, alright, the road has forked. Which side do I take? Which direction do I head towards? Right? That way you don't waste the time being sad. Because that can downward spiral, you know. You just keep going. And then if the road forks, you pick lor.
Right.
The shit or this other shit. Like,
But you are also like cross-posting your content, right?
I'm not cross-posting at all.
Or you're creating exclusively for TikTok?
Correct. I create for TikTok and for Instagram slightly different.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I think on TikTok it's more like you're talking to your audience. On Instagram stories, I talk to my audience. But on Instagram, I still like the pretty things lah.
Or more curated.
It's curated. I love making nice things. I come from a commercial world. I'm an actor, right? Like beautiful things, and I'm a girl. I still like that stuff. Okay, but like at the core, I also like to be real. You know, I think it's very much a part of my training as an actor. I think a misconception of being an actor. You know, people have misconceptions of being a DJ, right? I was just talking to the Grab driver on the way here. He said, everybody think driving is just driving. You know how many assholes we meet every day? I'm like, actually,
yes.
We never know the hardship of people's job. Whether or not it's just damn boring and damn long hours. You sit there in the hot sun or you sit there in the cold or you deal with difficult clients or I don't know what your DJ misconceptions are, but everyone thinks that actors are very good at pretending. Actually, we suck. If you are a good actor, you suck at pretending.
Yes.
Right?
If you look at all your method actors or your Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is literally Iron Man. You cannot even tell it apart, you know.
Like,
he's just being himself, I guess.
Well, the craft of acting is that, right? Is like how you, DJ Leonard, would react after you have just stabbed someone and they are bleeding out on the floor. The craft is to be able to forget that the cameras are there and now you are that murderer by accident and you are about to get in trouble. And the hard part of being the actor is because is the hard part. Let me repeat again. My brain just flubbed again. The hard part of being an actor is actually like, for example, when you cry, you're actually crying. You actually feel the hurt and you are actually feeling the fear, the pain. And imagine you can't even cry in public, right? But now you're crying for cameras all around you and about 20 people and a whole set and maybe a green screen.
Is it like a state you have to get into?
You have to get into a state. So people are paying you to literally be yourself in that state. It's super exposing.
Yeah.
And while actors like myself, I study overseas, like every chance I get, I go and take another masterclass somewhere with some famous coach or something like that. Spend thousands of dollars traveling on my accommodation, living there for a while, taking the masterclass, experiencing the life there. And then for someone to say, oh, you just have to...
The Singaporean accent coming.
I mean, because this is my experience. I grew up here. People, actor just have to like that, right? Then you're like... Actually, it's too much to explain that you don't just press one button and the music plays, right? There's so many things that you have to... I don't even know. I'm thinking you have to splice the music, but like where it starts, you cannot start on a 2, or you can if you want to. You can start on a 3 or 4, but you can start on a 1N or...
It's very funny. I remember, right, I seeing one of my colleagues, right, he was DJing, and then, right, he's doing scratching, and it's like very melodic, very, very well done, right? Then one of the bartenders come up, right? He's like, hey, 不要做做做啦，很难听啊. Then you just go out. Then we all just like, what? But the audience is clearly loving it, the audience is like going wild. But then the bartender is just like, because to them, that is like noise, It's, they cannot feel the syncopation and whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, slowly I just don't give a fuck already. Yeah, whatever, you know, I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whoever that can enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always, I mean, you can be the sweetest peach and there's still going to be people that don't like peaches. Why do I have all these quotes in my head? Instagram. That's why I love Instagram, okay? Instagram is where I get inspired.
So you're creating one content a day on TikTok. Do you also create one content a day on Instagram?
No, I share my daily life on... Oh, actually, speaking of which, I forgot to take photo. So this one is going on Instagram, of course.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, very confident using the back camera. You really...
I don't know, but that's the beauty of it, is you don't know.
It can turn out however, right?
Yeah, it's real life.
I see a lot of like all those Gen Z TikToker, they are teaching us that, using the back camera is better because like higher resolution, whatever.
100%, yeah.
Even though you have no reference, right? But you just wing it and then from there you just...
But it's real.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to curate so much, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I think what I learned from the Gen Z is that curation is, yes, it's one way to sell a product or to like show a lifestyle. We love aesthetic things. You know, when we see something aesthetic, we're like, this is relaxing.
But not authentic.
Well, it's not. It can be authentic, but like, I think there's something raw and real about TikTok. That Instagram isn't known for.
Yeah.
I follow some really great creators there that also are quite raw. I probably need to try and take my content from TikTok to Instagram in that way. I don't know, because I think I still have a mental barrier that I need to get past. But
and some Instagram, the audience a bit older, so they're more judgy as compared to like
no,
TikTok.
I think
younger.
the opposite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Instagram younger than TikTok audience?
Instagram all my age, I think. But then TikTok got old, got young. But I think super young don't follow me. I think my age and older, I think they're more like, they can relate to my content.
Right.
You know, because it's like things that we've gone through. Yeah.
Okay, so basically daily creation on TikTok, but then Instagram is like whenever, but more curated lah. And then you're just sharing.
Yeah, when I feel like making something nice.
What about TikTok stories? Is it like...
I don't know. I
think I don't know.
I feel like when I do it on like Instagram, right, I'm so tired to put it on TikTok.
Right.
Also because I cannot share links when people ask me like, hey, where do you get this? I'm TikTok cannot share links, right?
Yeah.
How do I tell them like, click this link, like how to go, cannot, right? It's not just me, right? You also, right? Because everybody's TikTok is a little bit different. The app is a little bit different on everybody's phone.
I think Instagram stories are a little bit more functions, more polished lah.
Yeah lah. I also like to use the filters. They're very fun. So you get to like, you get to like, what do you say? How do you say like?
Catfish
No, not that kind of filter. You know, sometimes they make the room very moody, very nice one.
No, got one filter, right? It's make the room look like it's flooding. You have you
No, but I want it. You have to send it to me after this.
No. That one is like on TikTok one. So like people act like they are trapped in somewhere flooded. Then it's like fucking viral, dude.
I love it. I want it. I want to try it. I want to try it.
I don't know if I can find it, but I'll show you later.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, so another interesting thing, right, that I remembered, right, when I first met you, right, is that you are telling me that there's different kinds of voiceover artists, right? Like premium voice. Can you go deeper into it?
Okay. So I have a commercial voice. So I have a corporate voice, right? I have a storytelling voice, narrator voice, but I don't do character voices.
Do they tell you what kind of voice you have, or you like discover it, or what?
Based on your timbre, like what you sound like. So I have like quite a wide. So I have I don't know how to describe this. Okay, so I have a low resonance. Because you musician, right?
Like tenor or something.
Well, I have a good bass sound.
Okay.
But I also have a ping. In voice, you know, the ping is like where you have also like a higher tone. But because of this wide range, it makes my voice sound very full. And very listenable. You know? Like if someone talk like this all the time, you're like, oh my god, stop. But if someone talk like this all the time, you're like, oh. Right? For some reason, the lower voice, but when someone has that and the low resonance as well, it just makes the voice sound very delicious. So then I have what they call a delicious voice lah. Yeah. So usually delicious voices
exactly how I describe it when I see like a sample. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? It's a delicious sound, right? Yeah, delicious sound.
You attack it.
Yeah. So like I have what they call delicious voice, but also delicious voices, they like using delicious voices for premium things. So they would categorize me under premium voice, which means it comes with a price tag lah. Because not everybody's voice is like that.
But I mean, if you're a voiceover artist and you don't have this voice, then what's the opposite of premium voice? Relatable voice.
Well, there are some people that do character voices. Like someone who, like I know someone who has a very baby voice, even though she's like a grown woman. She doesn't have the voice thing. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
But my friend Marlon, who also I introduced on TikTok, and he's now surpassed 100,000 followers.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's the guy I'm going to go and see in Melbourne, whose wife I'm starting the business with. I said, Marlon, dude, like this, I know exactly how you should do this because I did it myself. So I gave him the key, right? To show you that my strategies work. I was like, okay, this is how you do, this is how you say, this is what you do, now go. And then he took it, he went to Melbourne, now he's like surpassed 100,000 followers.
Damn.
When I go back, I'm going to teach him how to get brand deals. I'm going to teach him how to turn this into a business because like, it's totally possible in our day and age, right? It's just how. Right? What do you want to do? You have to align with your ikigai, right? It's like what you love, what you do best, what the world needs, and like how you can make money from it. Yeah. Let's be real. If you don't have these 4 things, then you would either have no purpose, or people don't love it, or you cannot make money from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you suck at it. You have to work too hard.
So this friend has the character voice.
He has character voices. He can do all sorts of voices, but the problem with character voice is because it's not commercial. He can do commercials, don't get me wrong. He like do a lot of commercials. He has very nice, delicious voice as well. But a lot of the character voices are only fun for entertainment. Most people don't use it. Because if you want Robert Downey Jr.'s voice, you pay Robert Downey Jr. like a fucking shit ton of money for his voice because he's going to voice it. Yeah. You cannot get Marlon to voice Robert Downey Jr.'s voice. He will get sued, your company will get sued. So that character voices are useless. They're only good for TikTok and like entertainment things.
Oh.
Yeah.
He can do like anime or whatever.
He can do everything. He can do Optimus Prime, he can do Family Guy, he can do like so many Stewie. Stewie?
Yeah,
I don't even know how he does it.
Yeah, the Family Guy, Seth, I forget what
everything. He can do Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he do everything. Yeah.
Everything. So the thing that me and Marlon connected about was accents.
Yeah.
Cause like we are both actors. And so like, we connect over accents, right? So we always like get together and we speak in different accents to each other and then we correct like, oh, actually I think it's like this, or like, oh, wait, no, there's a sound that's a little bit different. So we correct each other's accents because when we are auditioning for things, if they say they want a British Asian girl, I can use my RP British voice to audition for this, whatever I'm auditioning for, right? Yeah. If they want an American Asian girl, then I can also audition for this, right? So we always talk about accents, but I still ask Marlon to do voices for me like he's a jukebox that I don't even need to put coins in.
I mean, it's engagement. It's great. It's great.
It's funny lah, when you have a best friend who's like that, then you just, you just exploit his talents for entertainment.
And then, based on the different kind of voice, obviously the commercial premium voice is the one that is the most commercial, like
the most
in
sought
value,
after.
Yeah. So how do you guys get paid? Do you do 50% before the project, then 50% after the project, or? Oh,
it depends. My manager handles this. I don't know. But I just invoice when she asked me to invoice.
The most important thing is like most people wanna make sure they get paid because at the end of the day, entertainment industry is
voiceover. I usually get paid after.
The full sum after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hosting always before. Content always before. Wait, hosting always 50% deposit first, non-refundable. Content also always after because. If you're doing it with agency, then the client has to pay agency, then agency has to
So really must work with someone reputable lah. Because if it's unknown, then it's quite risky lah.
If it's unknown, I would ask them to pay deposit first.
Yeah. That's the only way lah. Yeah. Because we have also quite a lot of freelancers watching this podcast also. So it's definitely good information because
right. I'm creating something for freelancers who are starting out because I've been a freelancer all my life. And I think the one thing that was hard for me is navigating the business world.
Yeah.
So how do you use invoicing platforms and what information do you need? All this kind of thing, right? It's not something you get vendor, in school or nobody teaches you that stuff. They teach you accounting, but they don't teach you how to run a business. But now everybody can run a business, but they're scared because they don't know these things. So I'm going to start something so that I can help freelancers because it's my area of expertise. I've only ever worked for myself after Disney.
Right.
And that was
ages.
15 years ago and even more. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's like the best thing that happened for you, that you decided to take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of
you see, like,
yeah.
I wanted to do what I love. I just pursued what I love. And now, at this age, in my late 30s, I mean, people always ask me like, okay, what if like you are no longer relevant? I'm like, funny, because now I can teach freelancers how to be freelancers, because that's what I've been doing all my life. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly the step. I can condense it for you. Step 1, this is what you do. 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the system you use every time you do this. Start practicing. In 2 years, you won't even need this anymore. And it's just like, here, take it. I honestly, like, I want people to do this for themselves, because I think it's an amazing world we live in now. Yeah. It's like decentralized money making. Unquote decentralized money making. You just have to use a platform, right? And in fact, right, people need to like, wait, I shouldn't say that. Passive income is so much more possible than it has ever been.
Yes.
If anyone doesn't know what passive income is basically you set up a system and then the money just comes in because people can just keep using that, right? If you want, I can tell you about it. So I know a lot of entrepreneurs and they always create these startups, right? That mostly internet startups lah. And at the very beginning stages, right? They always need audience input. Like this one, I don't know whether they're going to change the name, and I guess you can just, share, I guess, Sendif. So there's this company called Sendif, right? Like, I know the founders, and like, they're creating this like marketing, like an email marketing assistant. Right? Where it's so much easier than your Klaviyo, than all the other email marketing sort of systems. And you can like design the
template.
You can design templates and make money. Think Canva, but for email marketing, right?
Is it like MailChimp?
Yes, but better, because like you still need to design first, then upload your marketing templates. But here you can design already, right? You can even just send it straight. Download the HTML and send it straight from Gmail. Which is, maybe people are watching thinking, but what's the difference? Well, the difference is that it's much easier to edit there. And if you want to get in on it at this early stage, all you need to do is go and sign up to be a template maker. Anyone can be a template maker. Imagine, you sell your template for $5, right? You just make as many templates as you want. And then you just put, 99 cent, this one, $2.50.
People that use.
People that go in and they go and use, they like your template, they buy, you just get money, after you leave it, you can just leave it there. It's amazing.
It's content creation again.
It is content, right? Everything is content. We all know this. Everything is content. But like, imagine making money from doing just this thing one time.
What about YouTube monetization? Have you tried that?
No, I haven't. But I've never tried. So I have no input on this at all. But like, I like finding these new startups through my own startup network, my startup founder and entrepreneur network. And then just like, I'm going to create like 50 templates in my free time, and I was going to leave it there, and then people that, come in, and then they'll just buy. And then I'm just making money from already something that I did like a few years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have anything like this in place as a freelancer yourself?
No, I'm building my own system which is like my own content. Yeah. So I don't really believe in like true passive income other than maybe rental. I guess rental is, you can consider passive income.
Rental?
Right? Like you own a property and then you rent it out.
It's not passive at all.
Yeah.
When something goes wrong, you have to fix, right? So it's not passive.
I mean, you can hire a guy for that which is how people own multiple
But you still have to manage it, right?
You hire a manager to manage it.
You still have to hire the manager, right?
Yeah.
You still have to check in with the manager. It's not passive. This internet stuff is passive. And so I think a lot of Gen Zs are figuring this out. And it's just about finding the right internet startup that's at the beginning stages that needs template creators, for example, like that one, since we're talking about that.
Yeah.
To get in on the early, it's like investment. Right? Last time Tesla share only how much?
Yeah.
Then they split. Then it went up, then it dropped. Everybody buy again. Then they split again.
the problem I see with all this is like, okay, it's in the early stages, you create like 50 templates, right? But once it becomes big, right? And then there are a lot of template people coming in, right? There'll be more templates and then yours will just get buried, right? Then
I think that is a big misconception. It's a terrible way to think. I'm sorry, Leonard, but I'm sorry. Because, right, you don't believe in yourself enough. I think that's a problem. What if there's a possibility of you can be buried? Look at Canva. So many people post their videos, their photos, their content, their graphic.
On Canva.
But there's so many people using Canva.
Right.
That it's possible. But this platform, for example, they're decentralizing it, right? I mean, well, again, centrally, they provide a platform for you so that you can use it to make money. But like from a different, you don't have to work for someone. You work literally for yourself. Create enough templates, you leave it there and someone will buy it. And if they didn't, it literally takes like less than 5 minutes to create a template. You just spend maybe one day doing it. How much passive income you want for how long?
Yeah.
It's really incredible. And imagine you have a few of these, which I do. Money just keeps coming in.
So this template making is just like
template making is one example. It's just the newest one. I spoke to the founders today. So I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. That's interesting. I think if you can, I don't know, but does making content out of this kind of thing, right? Like kind of like spoil it for the rest that are in on it early?
What do you mean?
Like for example, you were telling us about this template making thing on Send If, right? Then there will be a huge influx of people. It's like, oh my god, can make money. Then they all go in, right? Will it kind of like spoil it for those that are in early?
No. See, this is a scarce mentality, right? That I always tell people to get over. Because it doesn't help anyone. For example, right, the company needs us to create so that more people will join the platform.
Yeah.
So it's not free, but I mean, it's free lah. You can create as many templates for free lah. But then more people join the platform, more people will see your templates. More opportunity for you to make money from your templates that are going to be there for like ever. For no fee. Because the company, Sendif, wants your templates. So you may think, oh, but then our templates are free. Excuse you, you make money from these templates. Also, they just want free labor. No, you make money from these templates. People like to think about it like they are being cheated all the time. We don't know how to work as a team. This is literally showing you that you can work as a team. Without even being a team. You don't even have to see them. People like me, introverts, give me this platform. I sit there for one day, I create 1 million templates, I put it up there, I go on my Instagram, I go on my TikTok, and I tell people about it.
Yeah.
Use my templates. Someone's going to watch it and be like, template, Send If, let me go. But I want to support startups. Because in the same way, you want people to support your startup. It's not easy. It takes a certain type of personality, but it's not easy to start up your own business. And unless you have been in that boat, it's very hard to explain how hard it is.
Yes.
And how much you feel the need to support other startup founders because you know the pain that they would have gone through.
Yeah. And I think the challenge is for startup founders to create this kind of like win-win situation.
A lot of them do in the tech space.
Yeah.
And that's why I love finding these apps so that I can get in on it early.
Yeah.
So I always go into I'm like, hey guys, what are y'all creating now? So I always have like the latest like apps that are coming up and I'm always talking to the founders and I'm always like, okay, I will invest in creating content. It's what I can do.
Right.
That I can monetize off of later on. It's like biz dev.
So
and nobody needs to know. And when people use my thing, the thing I created, I get money. What the hell? I don't even have to think. I'm like, hey, why? I got like $500 coming to my bank this month. Oh, I remember now.
I'm just thinking like, in a day, there's only 24 hours, And then I'm like looking at the number of things that you're doing. I'm like, how is it even possible to like handle so many and still get good at each of the departments, You
don't get good. You only get good with time. But like the more you try, what do they say? 10,000 hours makes a master, right?
Right.
How long is 10,000 hours?
You just need to be 3 years every single day, 24 hours, I think.
Yeah, but how old are we?
Damn old.
We can split this time, right? So if it's 3 years every single day, 24 hours, then if we split it amongst 10, 20 years, Why are we so good at so many things? Because we had time. So if you don't start now, whatever age you are at, and practice until you are our age, then you are wasting your time.
Correct.
And then you need to build the momentum. You need to build the habit. Every morning you wake up, you have your coffee or your routine, gym or workout, right? Then you go and shower, then you start your work, and then before noon you have to put out some content. That's your goal for that period. And then for the next time, everybody after the morning, they already finished meeting. Then they come and talk to you, the creator. They come and say, hello, I want to work with you. Right? Because they already finished their meeting with their team. And then now you are important to them. So they want to layan you.
You open up your day in the second half for them.
And then by 6 o'clock, you go and maybe cook, have dinner, spend time with your family, your friends. And then maybe spoil yourself a little bit, like watch some TV or continue working if you like.
Chung some templates.
Chung some templates. Exactly. And like they are so easy to, on the topic of the template, they're so easy to create, right? Yeah. Honestly, so many companies with things that you can do on the internet that will make you money in the future. It's really diversifying your income stream.
Okay.
So if you have a day job, you can still do this and do another one. Then you just spend one weekend doing something like that. And then you can forget about it for years. For years. And hope that this company does well.
Yeah, the key is to find the right thing, and the company also need to last quite a while.
See, we put this on the company.
Yeah.
But we create already, then we don't help the company promote who will go.
Yeah.
You just depend on the company.
It's like
we need to take some sort of responsibility as human beings. We need to have some purpose, right? We do things for the environment, for sustainability. We do things for our body because our body is our temple, right? We have to do it for like our ecosystem as well. Right? You are neighborly. You are a kind person. What you put out there will come back to you. Not in a spiritual sense. It's the same in this context.
It's a long term.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a long-term
if you just think like, this company failed, who was doing the marketing?
Yeah.
Aren't we all just trying?
Yeah.
If you are thinking, I just want to benefit, right, by creating these templates and then leaving it, then you also didn't create a good environment for success, right?
It's like moral education 101. It's like just do as much good as you can.
Yes, but you also know people just don't care. People I have to pay. Forget it. Wow, you just want to enjoy the game without watching the ads? Do you think the game creator is...
what? My God, I want to tell you something. I recently played this game, right? Normally it's annoying when the ads come out when you're playing a game.
Yeah.
But then this game is so smart, right? That they will place an ad, right, in front of a very lucrative resource. So it's like, okay, you can don't watch the ads and you don't get the lucrative resource, but then you probably need to farm for like 1 hour or something. Or you can just watch this 30-second ad and get the resource.
Yeah.
So it's like, you make people want to watch the ad.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wow. Shout out Alien Invasion, man. This is a good, dope ass game, man.
Alien Invasion, I also want to play now. Oh my gosh. Y'all should sponsor this video. You just make me want to play this game, Alien Invasion. Is it good? Like, what is it like? Shoot alien one.
You are an alien and you're eating humans. That's it.
Sounds like a boy game. I like the match 3 games like Candy Crush.
But basically, like, I think they do their marketing very well and they monetize it very well. So I thought it's like, wow, it's pretty smart, you know. They don't force the ad upon you. And they make you want to watch the ad, which is like win-win for everybody. It wins for the app, it wins for the brand they're promoting, and it wins for the user also. Yeah,
it's like when I want extra 20 lives, I have to watch the ad, right?
Yeah, or you can don't watch the ad then you left 1 live.
Yeah. My game also like that. Actually, y'all should play with me because then I get like 100 lives. Wait, I tell you my game.
My grandmother's sister just added me on Facebook to gain extra life for Candy Crush.
Okay, it's called Travel Town. No, I don't want to tell them first. Like, I'm gonna put this on my Instagram, then you're gonna click the link, okay? It's my favorite game. It's called Travel Town. No, don't. You bleep because I can use the link, then I'll be like, guys, click the link, then give me like 100 life.
What?
100 life go away very fast one.
What link?
No, because you know how you share the game, then they give you extra 100 lives.
Oh, is it?
Or 50 lives or something every time someone click the link and get up to level 6, play until level 6k.
I think now games are like slowly doing some MLM structure within that.
But it's always been the case. MLM is like a smart way to do business, albeit very dirty.
Yeah, very dirty. I don't really like advocate for it, but it's one way.
No, please don't get sucked into an MLM.
It's one way.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're doing
internet startup, passive income, that's the best. If you want to know, just ask me. Okay, just ask me. Go to my Instagram DM. I'll share with you.
Yeah.
I'll share with you all the platforms that you can make passive income. But that's just the latest one, because I spoke to the founders today.
I don't really know enough to comment, but I will learn more. And then
I'll send you the link, then you can try yourself.
And then we can get a few of the experts that make a living out of this, to come and have a conversation here.
Oh my god, you want startup founders now? I can bring you some startup founders.
Sure.
How about a startup founder of Sandif?
Sure. It's Singaporean?
They are a Singaporean American team, yeah.
But I think maybe abroad, right? Yeah.
No, they're here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Support local, guys. you still think, oh my god, wow, this kind of big thing must be abroad. No, Singaporean.
I clarified last episode, right, that support local is not possible because there is a billion local things. I think at most, you can only support your friends. And then when your friends tell you about another thing, then you know. Then your friends tell you about
I introduce you to these startup founders. See which one of them or both of them want to come or not. Yeah.
Sounds good. Like, we definitely can learn more about this way of like earning money while trying to pursue craft,
amazing. Because then we always have to like pursue a craft, right? It's like hobby like that.
Yeah, it feels like
you have to make money so you can continue pursuing your craft, right? Yeah, I get rejected from so many things I audition, right? And it's not because I'm not good, it's because like when I appear on their screen, they had someone else in mind, So that's how I cope But then you still have to make money, in order to pursue your passion.
Yeah.
So instead of having to always do the thing physically, you can just let certain things run for you, right? Some people invest money, some people invest time.
Yeah.
But these days with all these tech startups, DM me, man, help you.
Yeah.
I just want to share these things, because
I think it's like great because like so many of us want to be pure creating music, right? Don't want to create commercial stuff.
It's not easy lah.
Yeah, but then if you want to really be pure and make music, right, most of the time you cannot monetize one. You must create cheesy stuff to monetize.
Well, I mean, because it's mass, right?
Yeah, lor. So if you really want to create like
mass market is 4 chords, right? 4 chord music.
Yeah. It is.
So unless you create Jason Mraz things.
Yeah,
but Jason Mraz is a wordsmith. Okay, I'm not taking anything away from him, but like 4 chords, it works,
There's this guy called Max Martin. I don't know if you know, right? Max Martin is like producer for Britney Spears, Katy Perry, and everything, right? And then his 4 chord formula is the magic, Yeah.
You just need to learn 4 chords on the ukulele and you can play like 75 songs, popular music.
Yeah. So for people that want to create something more niche or true to themselves, right? Oftentimes it's more niche, right? Then you cannot monetize. Then you have to resort to a day job. Yeah. Don't
resort to a day job.
You can
Oh my god. I mean, okay, to any creative out there or freelancer out there trying to make passive income or extra money, please DM me. I know, I don't know how many people are going to DM me. I'm actually quite nervous. Sekali all 2,672 people. I don't remember how many, but I think it's about that number. But DM me because I really want this to be possible. Having benefited from it myself, right? I think it's just a matter of people don't know about it. But because I travel and I meet so many people and every time I have another light bulb moment, I'm like, wait, what do you mean I can make passive income in this way? And you're just starting out? That's great. It's like investing early lah. That's the best time to invest. Whether or not it works, you have to take the risk,
The people that first invested in Facebook, now it's like raking in. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Show from TikTok.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Early investors, man.
Yeah. So
and now tech startups are the Microsoft and the Apple and the Tesla of our era, man.
But I think with investing, right, you have to kind of view it as like low-key gambling lah.
No, I'm not saying with money, right? Because a lot of us artists, we don't have money to invest. But we have time to invest, which is why I'm saying the startups, the tech startups that need people to create so that they can attract customers to pay the people that create. This is the teamwork you were talking about at the beginning, right? And it's so possible. It's super possible to make money online. Okay, random, but you remember there's this drug raid recently?
Like where?
There was this video that went viral on Mothership.
Singapore?
Singapore.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Mothership or one of the news platforms or what.
Yeah. I think
The guy, the street value of these drugs were only like $100,000 leh. And he's probably going to get the death penalty. And so I actually typed there, right? I'm like, guys, I'm not, and honestly, it's genuinely not a flex, right? Like, for a street value of $100,000, this guy is going to lose his life. If you want to learn how to start a business or any like, if you want to learn how to make money online, digitally, please, I will teach you. I won't even freaking charge you. Because teaching you is not going to like put a dent in my pocket. It's going to help me create content also what?
Yeah.
So it's a win-win, right? Exactly. So it's a win-win, right? So then people
it's funny
can work.
you attach the drug one and then you put the description.
No, but I didn't. I just said like, just DM me. Like, I haven't created any of this like freelance stuff yet. But like a lot of people are asking me because I said like, I've just started my business like 13 years ago and I just kept running it. And like 13 years later, here I am, you know. I know more about running my own business, being a freelancer than a lot of people I know, right? And even a lot of people I know, they know more than me, but they don't have a platform. Correct. So, you know, I can actually, with Spider-Man, with great power, and this is not flex, but with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Yeah, they always say that when you have a platform, you must be use it responsibly, right?
Well, yeah, I'm trying.
Your Logan Paul, etc., you know, all that.
I mean, but
their platforms even bigger.
Yeah, but like, I don't judge people. Sometimes I just don't want to do what they're doing lah. So they're right to do what they want to do. But, you know, I believe that there are a lot of people around us that are struggling because they don't know.
Yes.
But the problem is, how many people will believe you? That's another thing. So, you know, it's kind of like a tricky, like, I don't know if it's a catch-22 situation. I don't actually think it's a catch-22.
I mean, that's why now it's the era of authentic content one. Because there's so many illusions, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. I mean, but I think what's still important is like, you just put it out there, right? Whoever tries will see whether it's effective.
Yeah, the comment section gang. They are your friends. They will tell you whether it works or not.
Nice people. I mean, there are one or two trolls lah, but in general, you really learn a lot from people. You get to talk to 1,000 people.
We always say that the comment section people, right, they are like geniuses. Their comments are always like so like next level. Like,
it's like, do they know? I mean, like, that's amazing. Like, now I want to know if this is true, you know? And it piques my interest. So I learn from them too. I learn from everybody.
The comment section is its own feed. It's its own feed that we are entertaining. Anyways, talking about family, right? You're obviously doing a billion things like I have said like 10,000 times in this interview, right? But then the thing is like, you have a family member that is like a finance manager that handles all your finances, right? Yeah, you don't handle that.
I have one person on my team that does finance,
Right.
I have a manager.
Is it the same person? The manager? Also, so you have 3-man team. You manager, finance person.
Yeah, more or less.
So manager, what's the role of the manager? Get you gigs?
She basically does emails because I lead generate myself.
Ooh. Also, okay, basically like close the deal.
Yes. She negotiates and then like, she also sort of organizes my schedule. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking like, how the hell is it one person? It's not possible, right?
No, it was always one person until like, I mean, she's the mother of my niece and so I wanted to help her to make extra money. Right. So she gets a good cut from me lah.
And also, so you know that you can trust because it's like family member.
Yeah. Like to keep it in the family, within my friends and family.
Right.
Yeah. Don't you do that? You and your girlfriend work together, right? Yeah.
Like, I used to have a big team, but then the thing is, slowly, then you realize that there's only... Obviously, like, family can help you do it for free, you know, when at the beginning stages...
I pay them though, right?
Yeah, but let's just say in my case, right, like, we are not monetizing the channel or whatever, right?
Right. You should why?
Because you have to hit certain metrics.
Right.
Yeah. So we are about there already, but...
Guys, come on, watch all the videos.
Long ass journey, right? And it's basically pro bono lah for even myself, you know. We're
yes,
doing
this is biz dev.
Yeah. It's like we are
You're
just
building the business.
Money is out.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Proud of
but
you.
we haven't seen money in yet, but hopefully soon. I'm like very optimistic this year. Finally, we are like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah,
you fit like what 4,000 hours of viewing time, is it?
Yeah.
Something like
that. Yeah. Correct. 4,000. So we are about there already, and then then from there then we can do more stuff lah, and finally have our own studio lor. Yeah,
I'm so happy for you.
So for so many episodes, right? If you see every episode, right, it's like we are shifting from studio to studio to studio, right? It's like based off of the good graces of our friends.
Oh, yeah. So nice.
So it's like really like your friends and your family support you to make this possible lah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think many people cannot see the benefits immediately because this is like a long-term thing, you know. It's the same as like, it's the same as the startup.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I say, I know, and all these startup founders know how important it is to support each other. Yeah. But everyone from the outside, for example, when I see people blame Grab, oh, you're so expensive, it's getting from bad to worse. I'm just thinking like, y'all don't understand. Yeah. These companies are trying their best. It's not easy. I know some startup founders who had like 250 employees, right? Yep. And they start out with the last $30 in their bank account, you know?
Yeah.
And then their company is like worth 154 million. From there to there, right? So many things they had to learn along the way. How to get investors to invest, how much to give investors, Series A, Series B, all these kinds of things. People don't teach you this. You really have to go through it yourself.
So much struggle, so much pain in order to reach that point.
It's insane. And you learn so much, right? Along the way from shit job all the way to CEO, you know?
Yep.
Any founder that I meet, right, immediate respect because it just, you see how, they are willing to roll up their sleeves and get scrubbing the floors, and clear tables and everything before they become the founder.
I think one thing great about the US is that if they see you like a founder of something, right, in your resume, they will want to hire you.
Because
you do A to Z, right?
You have no qualms about getting down and dirty with it, you know? Like, you have no qualms about learning on... Sorry, I just thought I lost my microphone. It went here. You have no issues with like just chonging, and you have a proactive mind, you have initiative. That's what people want. You know, when people say good help is hard to find, it's people with no initiative.
Yeah.
So I try to tell this to people on my Instagram, right? On my TikTok, but like some people like get very sensitive.
I just hope that more companies in Singapore, right, can start to hire founders of company. Yeah.
Or freelancers, man. I think freelancers are worth hiring.
Yeah.
Because freelancers will give you 100%.
Yeah.
Every freelancer I work with, because if they don't give you 100%, you will never hire them again.
Yeah. Correct.
So we have ethics like you don't understand. And we love our work.
Sick leave means one less paid day.
Correct.
Wow, jialat.
We don't get paid if we don't arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ethics, I tell you, man, like freelancer ethics, chef's kiss.
Okay,
I've never worked with a freelancer who let me down.
Oh, that means you were quite lucky lah. I have lah.
You work with freelancer who let you down?
Yeah. A lot lah. So I think
freelancer?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you all need to look me up, man. I'm gonna tell you the ethics of being a freelancer. You don't let people down ever.
I don't think there is like a one size fit all, like everybody is dope, whoever you meet is dope, right? There are obviously like some bullshit people around there lah. But then the thing is like, I think freelancers stand more to lose, right, as compared to a salaried worker lah, obviously.
Because they can just slowly do ma. Because if they finish already, then you give them more, right?
That's the salaried worker lah.
Right.
Yeah, so they just like, don't take it seriously.
Whereas the freelancer, right, you like...
Faster finish so can take the next one. Take the next one.
Exactly, and then burn out. Like me lah.
But I think, right, burnout, right, is realistically the only way you can actually take a break.
Correct. High five. Oh my god, it's like talking to myself. Thank you. I just need to hear this, because I'm like, yes, people get it.
Even if I'm like, I remember, right, February, I'm like so sick, right, I cannot even breathe. I think like same case as you, right?
What was up with this thing? We may have had the same thing.
I don't know.
Do you cough for like a whole month?
Yeah, I cannot stop coughing.
But it's not COVID, right?
But it's not COVID.
I test and it's not COVID But I got a fever, but it's still not COVID. What the hell was that?
On the bed, I'm still like researching shit.
We just have the ethics of like, I don't know what, something that has a lot of...
I don't know, is this ethics or addiction? So it's like quite close. I just cannot stop, man. Like, oh my god, I need to know more.
I just feel like, curiosity is how we keep learning, right? And we never get outdated.
Yeah, and they also say that if you're a CEO and then you retire, right, and then you like go and play golf, chill every day, then your brain will shrink, you know. Then that's where dementia will kick in, yeah. Because like for example,
because your brain works so hard, like
until you're 75, then you retire, right? Then suddenly you just like your brain shrink because you relax with him,
Fudge.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, because I'm not on TikTok now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So that's actually
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this. Like, how do I prevent this from happening?
My aunt has dementia.
Work less, is it? Work less now?
So no, you need to like maintain the same level of like mental activity.
I cannot, like, I swear to God, like
don't just like totally, like for example, right? My example is I seen a documentary, right, about this like CEO that work his ass off, right, until he's 75. Okay, then 75 time to retire, right? He retired quite late. Then after that, then he just chill for the next 3 years, right? To 78 years old. All he does is just chill, play golf, right? Then he start to develop
Okay, but okay. Is it because he was CEO or is it because he's old?
I think...
See, we don't know because like, you know how they always like, oh yeah, you know, you cannot use any other finger to put eye cream because you will get wrinkles. How you know?
Must use fourth finger.
Maybe this person, must use fourth finger. But like, how you know? Maybe this person's genes is just like that. They get wrinkles on the eye.
But then the thing is like, I believe they have some study.
They did a statistic on all CEOs. The deterioration of the brain after they were CEOs until 70 years old.
Because I think they compare it with people in Japan. Like those Okinawan people that live until very old. Like why they are not having dementia. Yeah, because of like certain lifestyle, certain diet, you know. So I'm not...
the blue zones
I'm not...
We are also a blue zone. How can that be?
I'm not too like...
so stressed.
I don't have like a paper to quote, but this is something that I recently saw on the internet. Then I thought like, it makes sense because you are like, you know, as a CEO, right? You are like doing A to Z, right? Like, you know, you are the chief everything officer, right? And then suddenly I just suddenly not do anything. I just sleep all day. What does that do to your brain, you know?
Relaxes it? I mean, one can assume it relaxes it.
You can relax for like a month, but can you relax for the next 10 years?
I mean, at my age, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. I don't know what you'll do to my brain, so I'm like also a bit scared also. Maybe we need a psychologist to come here and tell us.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
I also want to
find out more, because dementia is actually the scariest, Then you cannot do.
No, I don't think dementia is the scariest. Or I think losing your eyesight is the scariest. Is it not?
It's also quite scary, lah. But I think both on the top tier.
No, because at least with dementia you don't even know.
But everybody suffer, no?
Okay,
everybody must take care of you,
I'll be so rich I can like hire someone to take care of me, lah. But like but like if you lose your eyes,
wow, jialat sia.
I need to go toilet, Leonard. It's very scary to me, because I'm a visual person, you know. So I'm going to take in everything so that when I lose my eyesight one day, I'll be able to visualize it in my head.
What, photographic memory,
Well, no, I mean like we're visual people, right? Creatives.
Are
you a visual person? Like if someone says like, oh, the vomit was green, blue, and you're like, like rainbow. You know, do you do that? Because I do, you know.
I mean, I'm a musician. I'm supposed to be an audio person, but I feel like I'm actually a more visual person.
Oh, okay, but I think a lot of creatives are more right brain. So it's like visuals and...
I guess so, maybe.
Can you read book for very long?
Yeah. I mean...
depends on what kind of book. Yeah.
I used to be an engineer,
I like to listen to my audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yes, but
read
imagine
and listen
if you...
actually faster, no?
I like to gym and then listen.
Okay lah. Yeah. And that's where the podcast comes in.
The ADHD thing, you know. Yeah. Listen to this podcast and walk on the treadmill. But yeah, wouldn't you be scared of losing your hearing?
Yes, that's why like we always have earplugs when we play at loud venues.
Oh my god, how about those earplugs that I've been seeing on Instagram? The one with the beautiful ring.
Oh yeah. But that one my girlfriend want to buy because it helps when you sleep, then you can block out the sound.
Shut the front door. I'm getting it right away. What is it called again?
I have no idea, but she's... Loop. It's called Loop. Yeah.
Not sponsored, guys, but like I'm going to look for it.
This podcast, right? We are just like ordering shit.
Yeah.
We need to make it so casual, right? That we can start grabbing food in and then, you know, just eat That's like one of my goals, man. Because wow,
Hey,
dude,
please, yes, why no food?
yeah. Because I saw one of
Can complain
the Joe Rogan episode with Elon Musk. He's like, hey, wanna test my new Cybertruck? You can fire an arrow at it and it's bulletproof.
Yeah, I want to buy a Tesla when I go to the US.
Yeah, but Singapore got sell already, right?
No, but when I go to the US, I need to drive. Singapore no need to drive, what?
Yeah.
Singapore later,
it doesn't
I
make
just call
sense
Grab.
financially in Singapore to own a car. It's crazy. Yeah.
So I like rented a bike one time just to see. The freaking hells, yeah! I need to like bike, find a parking space, sometimes 2 blocks away from where you have to be. And then I have to park. And then I have to walk. And then after dinner with my family, I have to walk back and then ride the bike back home. Stop! Just call a Grab. Stop me directly there. I get off. I get back. I don't even have to pay for any like oil or maintenance, insurance.
Yeah. One less thing to be responsible for.
I hate being responsible over things that I don't like to do. Like usually real life stuff. If I can escape into my brain, I will. Unfortunately, I have to function as a human.
Yeah,
this is probably like the weirdest I have ever been on social media, man.
We
like,
can literally like get into like this whole conversation about like Elon Musk trying to like implant chips into people's brains so they don't even...
Neuralink?
Yeah, so they don't even have to use their mouth. They can just communicate.
You know, that's very good for people who like cannot talk.
Speech impairment, right?
Or even like paraplegics or, you know, people
Yeah, that's what he's trying to cure, right?
I think he's very misunderstood.
Yeah.
Very sad.
That is like a whole nother topic, man. You know, right, recently, I don't know if you know Lex Fridman.
No, tell me about it.
Lex Fridman is this machine learning computer scientist that has his podcast, and it's a very serious technical kind of podcast. He recently did an 8-hour podcast, right, with Elon Musk and 3 other staff about Neuralink. Yeah, it's one episode, 8 hours. So you speak to Elon Musk 2 hours, speak to another staff 2 hours, then you combine, and it's like a 8-hour podcast. I only managed to like reach until 1.5 hours and I died. Yeah, it's so bloody technical.
It must be so technical, yeah.
Yeah, but basically,
I'm gonna deep dive in
another thing for you to watch.
Dude, I have no time.
But yeah, we'll still find a way at the end of the day.
True.
Yeah. So lastly, right, before we close this off, right, as a content creator, do you feel very lonely at times? Because I don't know, like for my own perspective, right, because as a DJ is like a solo instrumentalist, right? Unlike a band, you are like, you know, writing with a group of people, right? So oftentimes I feel very lonely, but the thing is like, I'm always with my girlfriend, so that's really like one problem that I don't really have. But I see a lot of DJs that are like facing this problem. Yeah. So as a content creator, right, do you feel like you're like very alone in this? And I don't know, how do you like motivate yourself to like chiong?
I never stop being motivated. That's what I say, right? That's what I know when
you just have an invisible battery.
Yes. So when I don't want to do it anymore is when I stop.
Then you just stop lah.
Yeah, but then probably the next day I will wake up and like, I don't know why, but I love waking up. I can't wait. I go to sleep right now is what time? 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
It's usually my bedtime because the sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I can wake up and the sooner I can start my day. It's freaking crazy. I don't know anyone. If you're like that, please tell me that you're like that in the comment section, because like I've never met anyone who loves waking up on a Monday morning. Good freaking Monday morning. It's time to work because all the clients are back in the office. I'm like, hey guys, I'm ready.
Back in business.
Yeah, and then you wait, but usually on Tuesday then they contact you because Monday they regroup, you know.
they're not fast enough for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, come on, faster. Yeah, but I don't know why. Maybe one day I will, but I'm just so pumped.
So you are constantly motivated, and then even though you are doing this like solopreneurship.
But you know what it is, right?
Right.
It is the fact that I know that even if I have setbacks in doing or avoiding, you know, I escape in my work, I guess, you know. In doing things over and over again, you practice and you understand that all you need to do is just start the next thing to bounce back. Right? Because if you stagnate for too long, you'll start losing faith in yourself.
And momentum.
Yes, I mean, it doesn't even have to have momentum. I think like it's more like a belief in yourself sort of thing, right? Because you're like,
Correct.
oh, I haven't done anything yesterday. You feel guilty. Oh, I haven't done anything 2 days ago. You feel guilty. You keep feeling guilty. You keep feeling these negative things about yourself. You're going to start thinking that you are this lazy person, which you are not. But then if you're productive, right? I don't know if it's like toxic positivity or what, but I'm just wired that way.
It's called what shit. I got it on the tip of my tongue, but it's like self-fulfilling prophecy, is it?
I guess.
It's like a positive version of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, I guess.
You wake up thinking, I'm dope, I will do
but you know, your mental state is so important, right? Because when you stagnate for too long, you just think you're useless, right? But when you do, you like little wins, right? Even like, I washed my hair and I styled it really nice today. No, it's like a mindfulness activity because you're like, I spend time.
Make your bed.
I did it well. Yeah, make your bed. Or like, and I don't make my bed. I don't iron also. But there are things you care about and there are things you don't care about, right? And then people can make fun of my unironed shirt. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, you can make fun of anything, my appearance. I don't care. My age. I don't care. Or you make fun of my job.
But you got so many things
what I do.
you do.
Wow, that hurts me the most.
But it's good engagement though.
Yes. That's my coping mechanism. That's fine, they don't like the video, but thank you for telling me it sucks. So I can do better next time.
So I can ask you to elaborate.
Can I ask you? Exactly. But the thing is, I'm not even doing that for engagement. I'm genuinely curious, like, which part of that video did you not like? Where did I lose your attention?
Some people are actually giving the...
People are really nice, I tell you. People are lovely. I always talk about like trolls, but there's maybe like 2 or 3 lah.
What kind of shit? Like today, fuck. I just
not branding.
Dude. What is happening today? Constructive criticism. Yeah.
It's okay. My brain always never brain one, but I always just say, I'm sorry, my brain isn't braining.
What the? Recently I just had to like chiong
constructive criticism.
Chiong so much music for a client.
That's great.
Yeah. And then I'm like, my brain's just not braining. I'm just like sitting there for like 10 hours just...
It's a real problem, man. But it's okay.
And after that, I come for a podcast like, what the fuck?
It's okay. I feel like you show up as you are, you know. Like when I was in acting school, it was also like, people like, okay, but what if I had a bad day and I have to go for an audition?
Perfect.
Just use it. You lean into it, right? Like, and I feel like maybe acting school has given me that perspective of just go with the flow.
Wing it.
Just do your best at any state. Even if you feel like 2% right now, give 2%. Because at least you are proud of how much you can give. You gave everything. That's as good as it gets.
That actually is why most people don't start things. Because they always think that, when I start, like let's say a podcast, everything must be perfect, the lighting must be perfect. Dude, when I started this podcast using iPhones, then slowly, you know. Yeah, then people still telling me like, hey, the audio quality sucks. Are you still on episode 13? Now it's like 70 already, you know. So it's like... just do it, you know. I guess people just too scared of what other people think, and you know, they always want like, perfectionism, but I think that's just like another excuse for procrastination.
I don't think it's always an excuse for procrastination. I think it's also like imposter syndrome. I get this sometimes. In fact, I get this almost every day before I push the upload button. And I did this on a different podcast, I think the Hot Pod.
Yeah.
And before I edit everything, then I'm like, it can be better, but
shit, man. Time to post already.
But it's practice, you know, in like accepting yourself as you are. This was the best that I could give today. And if my goal is to put out one informative content every day, as long as it's informative or it's interesting or I learned something and shared it with people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Cait, just post it, right? But sometimes I do get into my head, then I'll repost it just to see, just to check, like, I changed this one thing and this worked better. I see. You know? So I test lah.
I mean, I keep telling myself, I'm at the end of the day, I'm just an entertainer. I'm not a fucking neurosurgeon, you know. I don't have to be like always 10 upon 10. Yeah, so it kind of like takes the pressure off.
I guess neurosurgeons do have to
Neurosurgeons better be 10 upon 10, please.
Walao eh. Oh my god, that's just... new fear unlocked, man.
Yeah. They are really perfect beings.
I mean,
because if they 9 upon 10, they lose their license already.
Is it? I mean, you know a neurosurgeon.
If you fail,
yeah,
it's the logical thing, what, you know? Bad shit's gonna happen to you, you know. Yeah.
But I think that it's still quantifiable maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm belittling the job. I'm not belittling at all.
And also, right, like for example, we are always, like as freelancers, as creative, right, we are always saying that, hey, actually this one don't need to go to school and you can learn on your own, right? But I think like neurosurgeon, this kind of thing, I think you better go to school.
Hey, imagine, oh, now I learn, you're my doc, you're my neurosurgeon.
I learned it off the street, the hustler.
Oh yeah, I learned this on TikTok.
Wow, jialat sia.
Wait, what? Yeah, I learned how to slice open your noggin and drill a hole with this drill that I learned to make also on TikTok.
Follow for part 2.
Follow for part
2? Yeah, those kind of people
okay.
Yeah.
But my services are cheaper lah. Yeah. Oh my god. This is so funny. Yeah, no, don't look for a neurosurgeon on TikTok. Thanks. Actually, I wonder if we go on TikTok if we have some neurosurgeons telling us some.
I mean, there's a lot of doctors, right? Dentists or whatever, giving tips, chiropractors, whatever.
Yes, but chiropractor, I feel like
more informal.
I mean, they will tell you how to stretch, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, got it. Got neurosurgeons. I want to see what neurosurgeons
I don't think they can teach you the steps on how to cut a brain open. Don't try this at home.
They'll tell you like this is how your brain works, maybe. Or eat fish. Or eat carrots. Or you know what I mean? Like,
more general advice that people can follow.
Yes, beta-carotene is very important or something.
Yeah.
Omega-6 and 9 or 3 and 6. Which is the one? 3 and 6, right?
I don't know. I just recently heard that vitamin
6
E
and 9
is good for your brain to stop degenerating.
Omega E. Omega 6 as well.
3, 6
Omega 6
also?
and 9, I think. Or 3 and 6.
We are getting to an age where this kind of thing excites us.
It has always excited me. It has always excited me.
Yesterday she brought a mop, right? That we can spin. Dude,
it was fascinating.
Yeah,
when
I
first used that mop.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think there's another TikTok content series that we can stuff that excites millennials that Gen Z doesn't get. Something like that.
No. I don't clean. I don't iron. I don't do housework. No. Like, I know a lot of people will be like, come on, woman must do housework. I'm like, no. Yeah. My brain is better utilized somewhere else, okay? Yeah. I will just make the money so I can pay someone to do the housework.
I know that I said that we are like covering the last topic, right? But
don't
actually,
worry.
I got another thing that came to mind, right? Is that you are very vocal and very stand-up girl power. You're standing up for your compatriots, you know, the female population. They are like getting bullied or whatever lah. Like and obviously you also get a lot of like comments,
misogynistic comments. I get them sometimes.
Like get hate for it, right? Yeah, but you're still going strong, you know. Yeah.
What did I say before? They don't pay my rent.
Yeah, precisely. And then like when it comes to like the subject of like equal wage, right? I see like there's also a lot of like heated arguments from both sides, right? Yeah, like okay, a woman demands equal wage, but then the thing is like, are they doing equal work as men? That kind of thing. Yeah. It's also like so unquantifiable. So
it is very difficult to quantify. Right. It's true because
so you cannot just outright say, hey, men and women should have equal pay, but then you need to see the different factors. So
I think it's very nuanced. I think it's very nuanced, and I don't think I can weigh in on this topic simply because I know I make a lot more than a lot of men that I've dated.
Yes.
And it's not a flex or anything, but because I own my own business, right? I'm able to do that. So then
you scale.
What are we learning?
Disproportionately.
Well, I mean, what are we learning from this? Own your own business. Be a freelancer. And even if it's hard, it's going to be worth it in 10 years. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this 13 years ago, but I just hyper-focused and I just kept going and I just created habits, good habits that I just continued practicing until this age. Will they work for you? I don't know, but should you try and fuck around to find out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because
fuck around and find out is such a TikTok slang, man.
Is it?
It's a lingo.
Is that where I have learned it from?
I learned it from like a music festival channel. It's damn funny.
Okay,
they draw a graph. Like, as you fuck around, you find out more, then they do that.
It's so true, It's so true,
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, how much you know now versus like episode 1.
Yeah.
Right, no, I really think people should fuck around to find out. Like, I know there are going to be some lewd comments like, oh, I'd like to fuck around to find out. Shut up! Use your brain for better things. Ugh.
Yeah, I still remember the first day, right, that I learned DJing, right? I was like thinking about like so many things like, okay, so how am I supposed to learn this thing when DJing itself is a really like a freestyle craft? Like, okay, DJing and piano is like different. Like, piano, when you started learning, right, it's like sheet music, right?
Yeah.
And then slowly you're so good, you can freestyle. Whereas DJing is reverse. You freestyle first, then you get into organized music.
Wow.
Yeah. So there are certain DJs that actually perform in like an orchestra where they have notes to follow, how to step, how to like scratch, you know. It's like an organized form of like a turntable, annotation or something like that. They call
wow.
it.
I want to see what it looks like.
It's like, it looks like a graph. So you move forward, backward, and then how you chop the sound up. Yeah. But when I started DJing, and then the first day, right, till now, right, I would have never imagined like I would be able to do all this shit. Because like back then it's like, how do you even get a show?
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok DJ, amazing. You had such great music that night, man.
Yeah, like how do you even get booked? How do you like find the music that you want? You know, all these so many questions.
Yeah.
If you didn't fuck around, you wouldn't find out.
100%. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. This was great. Like, it's not often you meet people that have the same mindset, right? So like, hey, if you want, man, entrepreneurs, startup founders, I will introduce you to all of them because you can learn so much. So much.
Yeah, because unfortunately or fortunately, right, they have to figure everything out themselves in their own journey.
I would say it's fortunately. Yeah. Because at the end of it or in the middle of it or the start of it, you'll realize how much you don't know that you need to know. Yeah. And then at the end of it, you'll know it. Yeah. Then you just have to repeat. That's why you'll never see a startup founder only do one startup. He will always try and use, or he or she, they will always use the same formula and try again.
Yeah, it's like this compulsion to solve problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, man. I love it. I love watching people solve problems. I hate watching people create problems.
But don't have people that create problems, then how to solve problems?
Huh?
Don't have people that create problems, then how to solve problems?
No, but I'm talking about troublemakers.
Oh, yeah. Different kind of problems, lah.
Yeah.
Okay, lah. So I think that marks
just
the end of our...
Just to light shit up to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so I guess that marks the end of our podcast, unless you have anything else you want to say to our audience, like, I don't know, like maybe DM you for some business advice. Like you sent me a DM about your SEO guy, I remember. Like, use this SEO guy because he can help you get ranked #1 search.
Yeah, if you want, like I'll share with you my SEO guy.
Yeah. I actually searched like MC, hire MC. Wow, you're like always first, yeah. Like never.
I told you, my SEO guy is amazing. Okay, ask me for my SEO guy. Listen, there is, you know, when people say I'm not gatekeeping this anymore. Please lah, everybody not gatekeeping the same freaking product that you are not gatekeeping lah. Okay. I tell you what, I don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep business secrets. I don't gatekeep things that everybody can benefit from, like make passive income things. Right. I will not gatekeep that. I will not gatekeep my SEO guy. He's not my SEO guy. You can have him.
He should get more business because he's dope.
He's great. Yeah. He puts my website on the first page. If you want, you can have him. You know, like I won't gatekeep like the platforms that I use to market my business. I will not gatekeep my strategy. Right? Just ask. You know, and the only reason you got to where you are and you discover all these people with all these different interests and lifestyles is because you ask. Just ask. Just be humble and ask, you know? Like, just do it.
Yeah. And then from there, you'll just unlock a whole new world for yourself. Like, for example, if you share something, right, I realize that somebody else will see that you are so open. They don't mind sharing
100%.
their tips and tricks with you also.
And then we normalize everything, right? You know, mental health or any of these difficult, you know, feminism topics or like, I don't talk politics, but like, you know, all these types of like human rights sort of like, I still don't talk politics. Let's not talk politics. Yeah. But like, you know, things that we feel strongly about. So what if 90% of people don't agree? Yeah. As long as we hit the demographic that we are aiming for, which is the other 10% that agree with us. That's enough. They feel seen, they feel heard, they feel understood and represented, and you've done your job.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true. All you just need to do is find your own tribe, your own community, lor. And then
Or create your own community. That's what I'm doing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's like you don't have to be like a people pleaser. Don't have to please everyone.
But you still have to provide value.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Like honestly, like there's a lot to take away from this video.
But the thing is, I think right. Let's just say you please like maybe 10% of the world, right? Dude, you are like fucking rich already.
10% of 8 billion people,
So you don't have to like target everybody.
Yeah.
You just target the right people with the things that you like to do.
That's how the passive income things work. Is there are so many people around trying to start businesses that it actually works. People always think like, how many people are going? You would be surprised. You would be surprised. I met so many product or like fashion founders in Singapore who actually only service 90% of their customers are from Singapore, and they can open a shop and they can have new collections every single quarter. 90% sales in Singapore. What the hell?
Yeah, shout out to my friend Kenneth, man. He's a guy that runs a female apparel shop.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
I forget what the name is already, but he's one of my guys from Reservice. Yeah, and then we always talk about business and stuff. Dude, very, very savvy person.
Yeah, put his link here so I can go later after I watch this video. I want to go and support.
And then it's like what you say, 90% service the customer in Singapore. Enough already.
How is it possible? Can open shop. You know how rent expensive here, yeah.
I think especially in Singapore, right, you cannot fathom, right, actually how many people are there in this world. Because Singapore very small country, right? But you just need to move to Malaysia or US or a slightly bigger country like Korea or whatever, right? You can actually see like, wow, like
it's amazing. You can see why America, right, when they start one thing, right, 50 states.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, you set for life, but very easy. Because so many people, the sheer population itself, right? But like to think that businesses can sell one type of outfit and service 90% clients from Singapore, that is amazing. How many do you have to sell? But like, how come? How come it's still possible?
There are so many forces at work that we don't know lah. So it's like, really, the conclusion of this podcast is, you fuck around, you find out.
You must fuck around.
You must fuck around,
to find out. It's the only way to actually find out.
Yeah.
And it's great, I tell you. It's not like bad things. It's like great things.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, you want the best for yourself, and then you fuck around, you make a mistake, right? Then the next time you see this mistake, you want to avoid what?
Iterate or you improve on it, right?
You will not commit suicide, right? You want to be better and better.
Don't say this kind of thing on social media anymore.
Unalive yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for the podcast. Anything, DM her. She's gonna give you all the business tips.
Yeah. If an artist can do it, anyone can.
Yeah.
Trust. Thanks for watching.